is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy JDiesel coming at you live here with the final episode, the second to last episode before World Tour Season 2. And with me, as always, my partner in crime, Grandmaster FloKey. How you doing today?
Honestly, so we were talking off air because I've been planning my wedding it's supposed to happen a couple years from now or whatever.
Yeah.
And I literally told JDiesel, I told Kern, I was like, yo, if I need JDiesel to officiate my reception, because I know he would pull up with the Grandmaster FloKey line.
Oh, I would definitely say that at your wedding. No, there's no doubt in my mind. I would definitely say that.
That would be OD. But thank you guys so much. This is like Jay mentioned, this is the second to last. Second to last podcast before season 3 potentially. Yep. That's crazy.
Yes, it is. And normally we have a giant build up, a big lead in, but today I don't think it's about that. Today I think we have to make good on a promise we did, which was we were going to put out our final joint tier list.
Yeah.
For season 2. How you feeling about it, Flo?
So we were talking about this, I think, months ago, earlier this month.
It's been a little bit, yeah.
We were gonna make a tier list, and then we didn't make a tier list. And I was like, Jay, I think we just need to have a filler episode, just get the tier list done. This way, next week, which by the way, keep sending your suggestions in. Me and Jay are still looking. We're gonna be reaching out to some people probably tonight and tomorrow.
Yep.
So please, if you guys have any last minute people you guys want on the pod, please let us know, because it's going to really help our decision and make it something really special. And for next week too, since we are doing predictions, we do want you guys to get involved somehow. Me and Jay, we're going to talk more about that when we get off air. But yeah, leave your suggestions on how we can do that, and maybe we can get something together for you guys. But tier list today, I am nervous. Everybody and their mom's been putting out a tier list.
I mean, it's the end of the season. It's time. The characters have settled. Got a couple last-minute additions, but it's time to make the last tier list of the season. Also,
one thing to note, we are ordering this entire thing.
I refuse to be one of those people who does not order their tier lists. Look, I would rather make a statement and be wrong than be wishy-washy so I can OS my pride. All right? I don't believe in OSing my pride.
Here's the thing, too. We both at UTR, we've made a couple tier lists, and there's been a lot of noise behind them. I think each one that we've done at this rate.
Look, I enjoy making tier lists. So
hashtag 12K Broly.
Right? Are you ready, FloKey?
I'm asking if you're ready.
I am. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go over to the tier list. It is time. All right, now, FloKey, how do you want to do this? Do you want to go across with each character, or do you want to just pick characters and put them places?
Do we want to just get the bottom out of the way first? Because we were talking about that, because I think we should knock out the bottom first, because, All
right, FloKey, then we'll start here. Who is your pick for the worst character in the game?
100% Jiren. 100% Jiren. I think he doesn't have a lot to offer, especially with this season. His supers were okay. He has synergy.
He has good DHCs. His DHC setups are actually good.
He has little nuances about him, but his command grab being super slow. His combo routes being not as great. His level 3 Oki is good, but his counters are still very a liability to even use. The fact that you can vanish out of a counter is so bad. So I think Jiren would probably be the worst character in the game. Plus, he's a big body. So it's you don't have a lot of tools to play with on top of that.
Yeah, he's got multiple things working against him. So I think we're definitely going to put Jiren down at the bottom here. Now,
who's your number 2?
I think it's Videl.
Yeah.
So part of my thing with Videl is Videl requires so much team support to even function. And then there's not even a reward for making her function.
That's true.
Like, you have to run lockdown assists, or you have to run very specific team comps to enable her. And then what you
Exactly.
get off of that isn't even that great.
Exactly. It's hard to like even justify playing Videl. Like Videl's a point character, like for a fact. But like, why play Videl when you can play Bardock at that point?
Well, it's not. I mean, it's like, it's that. And here's the thing. It's like, so the one thing that she does sort of have is it's like, oh, well, Videl's supposed to be a mix monster, right?
Right.
But then the problem is her mix is she cannot mix you without assists
That's the problem.
at all. Like, she is a non-functional character solo, and the dodge mechanic does not work.
It really, I think that's the thing that like hinders her 100%. Like the thing is like everybody has a natural reflect. One thing that someone made question of is since we have UI Goku now, were they testing dodge for that?
It's possible. Now, dodge is kind of interesting. So, there are certain situations it's better to dodge than reflect when you get
Right.
stuff like actually 6M. Rather than not reflecting them away, they actually just
Right.
kind of get stuck in place. You blow them up.
Exactly.
So, but I would definitely say Videl better than Jiren. Still pretty awful, to be honest.
It's that's kind of, you know, that pack, they both came out at the same time and both characters didn't deliver at all.
And what's funny is I think every other character that's bad is a C tier character. These two are very solidly D. I think Krillin is a C tier character, not a D tier character.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about it. Speaking of that,
Who do you got next?
I got Krillin.
I think it's Krillin.
Yeah, I just feel like again his assist, like he has tools. Like we're not like I feel like the bottom, like because we agreed on 6 characters. All 6 characters that we have here aren't have like different tools, but there's some really big things about each character that forces.
I mean, with Krillin, it's the stubby normals. The assist is really painful.
It really is.
Just not being able. If you could choose between the Rock and the Sensu Bean, that alone would make him a better character.
Oh, facts.
But because it forces you to use one or the other,
Yeah.
it's really not where you want to be.
Yeah. Also, I'm just pulling up the roster on my side. This way I'm not just guessing.
You know, that is definitely, yeah.
Speaking of guessing, who's your next?
My next?
Yeah, well, who's after Krillin?
I think it's probably Beerus.
You think it's Beerus? Really?
Like,
I mean,
okay. Well, actually, I guess it would be Nappa.
yeah, I think Nappa. It's like hard, you know.
I think Beerus is a better character than Nappa.
Yeah, I agree on that. I really, really do agree on that. Now, I personally think it's Nappa because of the fact that you have to do so much to set up Cybermen. Like, there's.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like a lot of people are like, oh, if you give a character a 2L, they'll become more viable. I mean, look what they did to Nappa. They gave him multiple 2Ls, but the problem is if your character doesn't function in neutral,
It's like, what do you do at that point?
congrats, you have set play, but you have no neutral.
Yeah, like there is like little things, like nitpicky things. Like he has really good armor on his overhead thing, and he has little cool things that you can do with Cybermen. But it goes back to your point that like he doesn't really have true neutral, which
no, he doesn't, and it ends up being a massive liability for him.
absolutely.
Next, I think I would actually slide in Beerus.
This would be Beerus.
Yeah, I would put Beerus next. I know some people have made the argument that Beerus is like maybe a B tier character, but I don't think it's there right now.
No, I think if they do the proper changes to Beerus, like making orbs, like if you do like certain orbs, like make those, or just make orbs like not reflectable, and make them like beam property, because that's what he has. for like tools like that. Like he doesn't have a proper beam.
No,
If
he really does not.
like if you make his Orm's beam property, that would make him more of a threat.
Yeah, if they were non-super dashable, that would really go a long way towards enabling the character.
Because he has really good tools. Like he has a 2L, his 2M like we're talking like since the Super Bowl's coming up, that thing goes like 40 yards.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong tool. But actually, it's really not. I mean, that's the thing is a lot of people point to his 2M as a strong tool, but every Beerus I've talked to has said it's overrated. It's really not as good as people make it out to be, and a lot of people point to that move and go, "Well, this is one of the things that Beerus has going for him," and it's like, is it really? Is it really something Beerus has going for him, or just kind of? In chat, feel free to weigh in on whatever you want.
Please let us know what you guys are thinking because we want to hear from you guys too.
Who would I think next would probably be Ginyu.
Yeah, put your boy down there.
Put Goku Black in D tier right now. Goku Black's not D tier.
Wait, who's in chat? Oh no. I gotta go. Let me pull up chat on the side here. See what you guys talking about. Now, let me ask you, what makes because you've been playing Ginyu for a really long time, what do you think makes Ginyu that bad?
Well, the things that really hurt Ginyu, one, he has weak scramble buttons for the most part. Ginyu gets bullied very, very easily against aggressive players. GT Goku smokes him for free.
That's true.
And Ginyu is too volatile for tournament play.
What do you mean by that? Please.
So there are characters where you have a strong tool you can use in every single matchup.
True.
Ginyu doesn't work like that. When Ginyu gets going, he's terrifying. He's probably like an A or S tier character when he has the force out. But when he does it and has to rely on his normals, when you force Ginyu to play honest,
right,
Ginyu is much, much worse.
Right.
Now, who I think right above Ginyu?
Yeah, who's above?
I think I'm going to slide in Android 16.
Man, the 16 fell from grace, man. Man was like top of the world, and now season 2, like he's like, man, he splatted.
Yeah, and it's like I don't think 16 is a bad character. I just don't think he is that good. Well, actually, I would say the two characters that would fight for this next spot, either where 16 is currently, 16 or Blue Vegeta.
Yeah, I think the either or can go there.
I think I would say Blue Vegeta is slightly worse than 16.
Yeah, I think too. Like because you have options with Blue Vegeta and 16, but there's some things that core mechanically they're not really good at. Like the thing is like if they didn't change how 16 got meter off dunk, totally different ballgame. You know, it's like little things like that. Like he gets like maybe a meter, not even.
Now, a question. Do you have GT Goku or Kid Buu as the best character in the game?
Currently, I think it's GT.
I think GT has defined this season.
Yeah, that little run's the only one from the actual GT, and like nobody, like, everyone was like no one wanted him, and then he turned out to be the best character in the game, which is sad to think about.
Would you have Teen Gohan third, or would you have Adult Gohan?
I have Teen Gohan third at the moment.
I'd also have him at S, not A.
Yeah, I think right now top 3 is definitively Daddy Daycare, as I like to call it, with GT, Kid Buu, and Teen Gohan being 1, 2, and 3. You know, there's that team as well is really, really strong.
I think Adult Gohan takes 4th.
Adult Gohan as well takes 4th. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think, again, like Adult Gohan, you know, the crazy thing is, Adult Gohan's not S tier.
No, he's been largely S tier for the entire game's life cycle. Who would you round out top 5 with?
Oh, this is tough. Oh, this is tough because you have choice.
So the characters that I would even be considering right now
You can go
are
Bardock.
Bardock, Broly, old Broly, not new Broly.
Yeah.
SSJ Goku, and base Vegeta.
You now. I want to hear your reasoning on why you think base Vegeta might round out top 5.
I think base Vegeta is cheap enough to win the World Tour.
That's crazy.
I think Bardock is not. Like Bardock, it's Bardock's such a weird character in that Bardock is incredibly solid. But as time has gone on, other characters have developed more destructive and more unfair things that they do.
Right. I do agree with
And
that.
he does get bullied in neutral a little bit.
Yeah, I think the one thing that kills Bardock right now, the fact that he doesn't have a multiple key blast. I feel like that this season has been like.
That's why a lot of people have been memeing to give Bardock a multi-key blast, but like I think it holds him back. Z Broly
has changed the meta too.
I kind of want to put SSJ though.
See, I think SSJ. I think he's like the fairest top.
Because SSJ Goku is the most played character at the World Tour in Top Cut of any character.
True.
He is also has the third highest number of top 8s.
Right.
And he's ubiquitous. I think SSJ Goku might be the best quote-unquote assist character in the game, excluding GT Goku.
Right. So here's I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. So if you want to put him in top 5, do you think really cheap things? Because like when I think of S tier,
he's the exact opposite. And that's why it's a little bit weird. Because he wouldn't be in top 5 because he's cheap. That's why the other characters are there. He would be in top 5 because he's on over 33% of teams.
Right. I can see. I think he's number 6.
Then who's 5? Bardock or Broly?
Base. I think right now it's base Vegeta. I think in this current moment it's base Vegeta. If you asked me 6 months,
I would put SSJ Goku first in A tier. Because I'd make him 6th.
Okay. So, okay.
And then Bardock, Broly, 6, 7.
Yep. I agree with that. Wholeheartedly agree. Because I do like your point that you made with the whole he's very ubiquitous. And that's like a really good argument. But I feel like base Vegeta at this point is turning into a pseudo Bardock, where like there's a lot more comps you can do with him.
Who would you? I agree. Who would you put right after Broly?
Oh man, for 8.
So hold on. So I'm gonna do right here is I'm actually gonna add a row below. Hold on. I actually don't want this row. Delete. I'm going to add a row here. Okay, and this is going to be unsorted A. So these are the characters I think belong in A tier that aren't placed yet. I think I would put 21, Base Coup, 18, Cell, Cooler, 21 or Piccolo. Piccolo's definitely in a unsorted A. Fat Boo.
Yeah. Yes.
Trunks.
Yes.
Yamcha. SSJ Vegeta. Would I put Zamasu?
I probably would put Zamasu because Zamasu also like.
Oh, Super Broly.
Super Broly as well.
And Zam. And then
I would
I think the rest of these characters are actually all B. I would probably put Gotenks at the top of B.
really see. I think.
Do you think
I
Gotenks
mean,
is still an A character?
no. I was gonna say Vegito should be an A tier. I personally think Vegito should be an A tier.
I think
Now,
Vegito and Gogeta are right next to each other.
I think here's the crazy part, right? I watched what Wawa tried to do to Goichi, and like he didn't get opened up for like a minute or so. He was playing Vegito Black. Now, I think Vegito is like a good solid point character that like he's an option to play. You know, and like another character that you didn't mention, or two characters you didn't mention as well, is Hit and Frieza. I think Hit's another one of those characters that are very like
Hit is not A tier.
you don't. Okay.
Hit, I will personally just say I do not think Hit is an A tier character. Because the problem is every character cannot be A tier. It's just something that I feel like people do like, oh, this character has potential. A lot of characters in this game have potential. Like, I think Hit is a high B, or he'd be like bottom of A.
Right. I think if you are able to,
Is Hit better than Gotenks?
do I think Hit's better than Gotenks?
Yeah.
I think so. Because he doesn't. The thing is too is like, personally for me, what I've noticed is that Hit doesn't need a lot of meter to like rip you apart and like set up his set play or like do anything. He just needs an assist. You could say the same for Gotenks, but Gotenks needs meter to just do Ghost Oki. You know, he need granted, and like Hit has weird things about him. Like he doesn't have a proper 2L. Like, this whole thing. That's like another thing to define the season. But when it comes down to assists, I feel like Hits can work in a lot of different scenarios. And plus the fact that he's a wake up option with hands in the pocket, and that he's fully invincible for. Like he has a free get off me card for a bar, and then he can make it plus with 1-inch punch.
Is Frieza better than Gotenks?
Do I think? Oh man, as a zoning character, oh my god. Okay, I'm not being biased because I watch too much Alucard.
I think Frieza's worse than Gotenks.
Yeah, it sucks to think about because like Frieza requires a lot.
Yamcha is going to be an A tier. Yamcha's an A tier character. It doesn't matter what people think. He's an A tier character.
Like he's really really strong. He has one of the most like when you look at all the assists that were used this season, like his still came up.
Gogeta definitely a B tier character.
Man, if they did my character, they did the boy dirty this season.
Is Blue Goku Azul better than Frieza?
I think they're even. I think they're a little even.
You have to pick one. They're ordered.
Fuck.
Who would you give it to? Who you give the nod to?
Oh my god, Frieza. Just because, like.
Okay, and you think Hit's better than Gotenks?
I think so, personally. This is just, oh god, I can already hear like Kite in the back of my yelling Cap. I can already hear him in the back of my head.
Android 17.
Oh no.
Gogeta is a B tier character. Gogeta is not a good character.
You know, listen, that character, just the fact that like he doesn't have like a proper six frame, and the fact that his like he has okay anti-reflex strings. Like I was talking about this like a week ago.
Yeah.
But he requires a team. You know, there's no reason for you to use his Ki Blaster.
Yuzuru, when was the last time Blue Goku won something?
That's also a point.
Like everyone makes these tier lists, and they're like, oh, well, this character's OD. When have they won anything? And this isn't me pulling a bum and being like, oh, they won this major. I mean, literally, when has this character won anything? Now, in fairness, Blue Goku has top 8 the World Tour.
Correct.
So, fun fact: Jiren, Videl, Krillin, Nappa, Beerus, and Ginyu are all characters that have not top 8 the World Tour.
That's so funny to think about. What? So you're saying Blue Vegeta is top 8? Oh, wow.
Okay, but there's a difference between one person making a character look good and a character being good.
Right. Yeah. The thing is like with the argument
Like
for Frieza,
Skeezer makes Beerus look good.
exactly. And like, I think for me, like when I look at Frieza and I think about Lord, I also think about there's like the Tachikawa and there's like a handful of specialists. But like, if you give it to a person that doesn't really know what the character, it's. Do I think Frieza like has better neutral? To go back to your question, I think Frieza has better neutral than Bluetooth, like 100%.
Is
Like,
Janemba better than Frieza?
no,
No.
I say no.
Where does Android 17 go?
I feel like Jay is just interrogating me right now. I feel like this is straight interrogation at this point.
Majin Buu shouldn't be up there? That's actually a fair point. And like Majin Buu probably. Subatomic did just win with Gotenks. I'll be putting out a results-based tier list like sometime next week because I actually pulled all the data from the World Tour. I just have to add 2 more events. And
that's why.
And I'll be putting that out because I think people should actually see.
So to go back to your question, I think 17 is the better character than Frieza.
I think 17 is better than Frieza. It's hard. I actually think Janemba is bottom of. I feel like Janemba's. God, this is hard. Hit. All right. So like the hard part right now.
And you can counter argument to me to why like you think like Hit's not good.
All right. First, let's sort A. Let's sort A first. Who comes after S Broly?
So where are we, or Z Broly?
Or Z Broly. Who comes after Z Broly? I think it's Piccolo. I think Piccolo's still top 10.
I think Piccolo's top 8. Or top 10. Yeah, Piccolo's top 10.
And then I'd actually put Base Coup at the bottom of top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Because his assist is very volatile. He has a lot of synergy that you can use with a lot of different teams.
After Base Coup.
I think it's Trunks.
Trunks?
I think it's Trunks. Listen, man, that Change the Future assist has changed a lot.
I would probably put Android 18 next.
Okay, I want to hear why.
I think Android 18 has one of the most underrated assists in the game. The way that Shanks plays the character. And it's not just the way Shanks plays the character. It's the fact that she has a unique assist, except for Android 17, but nobody plays that character at high level.
Right.
And that assist is powerful. It has a lot of very, very strong properties, and she has arguably the scariest set play in the game.
True.
But her neutral is weak.
That's like yeah.
That's the reason she's held back. If you took her snap setups and put them on a character with better neutral, she'd be actually insane.
Ridiculous.
Zam's at like the bottom of A for me.
I think
Zam has not impressed me.
Yeah, Zamasi, like, he has like cool things, but I feel like a lot of these characters I've realized like why play X character where you can play like a base coup, where you can play like a GT.
I think
there's like
who'd you put after 18? Looking at who's an unsorted A.
Who's an unsorted A? I think. So where are we?
Is it Cooler or Trunks?
I think.
Actually, no, we already have Trunks.
Yeah, so it'd be Cooler.
All right, Lord Bueller.
I think Cooler's definitely been. I think Cooler's like one of the MVPs of the season, like the underlying MVP of the season. Like he's done a lot, on the low.
Do you think Cell's still in the mix?
Nah,
I think
granted,
he's better than Zamasu.
100%. I think Subatomic definitely is doing a lot in Fenrich. Is Fenrich even playing the character anymore? Or
No. I think SSJ Vegeta does come next.
Yeah. On the top half of A or the bottom half of A?
And moving right after Cooler.
Right after Cooler? Yeah. I think his assist is super good.
I would put Yamcha next.
Yamcha, yep.
I think those two are somewhat similar in power level, actually.
Yeah.
Then I would put Fat Boo.
Who's left that we haven't sorted?
Super Broly, Android 21, Fat Boo, Cell, and Zamasu. I think Cell and Zamasu are at the bottom.
Cell and Zamasu are definitely at the bottom. I think right after Cell, so if it goes Zamasu, Cell, I think it's 21.
Better than Zamasu, worse than Cell.
Yeah.
Where does Fat Boo go?
Fat Boo. I think Fat Boo lands on the top cut after that next character. After Yamcha.
I think Z Broly's better than Cell.
Super Broly? Yeah, free. I think Super Broly is like a character. Like I was talking to you off air. I've been playing the character on the low. One, he's mad fun. Two, like he has random.
Why is Vegito in B tier? And this is one of those things I actually find weird. I know no one's gonna believe this when I put out that other list. Vegito actually has some of the best results on the world tour,
which is wild.
Like Vegito actually outperforms a lot of quote unquote better characters. I feel like I'm gonna put Gotenks bottom of A.
See, here's my thing about Vegito, and I feel like if you put Gotenks there, you have to put Vegito because Vegito, he has a reverse beat. He has unique tools to him. The only thing that's really holding him back per se is not having a super dash. Like his assist is super dashable.
Would you do like Gotenks, Vegito bottom of A?
I think Vegito Gotenks, yeah. I think if you do that.
What, Janemba top of B?
Yeah.
And then followed by what? Frieza, then Bluku?
I would do Frieza, Bluku.
Hit.
But yeah, I want to hear more. I think Hit.
You still think Hit should be A, right?
I still believe Hit. Also, I really want to hear why you think Frieza's a B tier character.
I mean, a lot of it's based on Alucard's thoughts on the character, which is basically that Frieza's almost good. In a different game, Frieza would be good. But Frieza, he can zone in this game. I don't know. It's hard. Like, part of you actually wants to swap. I actually don't think Zamasu's that good, personally.
I personally want to swap Zamasu.
I kind of want to swap Zamasu and Frieza. I actually, and I would probably move Gotenks over. I think Gotenks is better than Frieza. Yeah,
so I think bottom of A is literally Cell. So Subatomics. I think Subatomic's team is bottom of A. Then Frieza.
Is Frieza better than Janemba though?
I think they're both A tier.
So what? Like this? So what? Janemba, Frieza, bottom of A tier, then Bluku, top of B?
Yeah, then you do Bluku. I'm gonna give you hit. I'm gonna give you hit. I'm gonna give you so Bluku hit Gogeta.
Bluku hit 17 Gogeta.
Yeah, I'll give you
I think
that.
17
I think
is
I think
Gogeta better
17's
than
top.
17?
I don't think Gogeta's better. I think Gogeta's better at this rate. I put that man in dumpster tier.
Also,
Sucks.
Goku Black or
Yes.
Tien? I think Tien is marginally better. And I mean marginally. What do you think?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Sorry, do you think Tien or Goku Black is better?
I think so. Yeah.
You think Tien is?
Yeah, I think Tien. Listen, I believe in Shotgun so much. Like I was playing Tien recently. Like he still has a unique mix. I think he's a little better than Black. Plus the way his assists work. I think if Tien had, I think if they changed how his life worked, I think if GT wasn't a thing, I feel like Tien would be higher up. No, that's like the thing with this. I feel like there's a lot of characters like assists you would have changed your. I would like my mind would have been. Really, I think Tien's a little bit better than Black. I personally 17 is top of.
You think 17's top of B?
I think so. I think over Blue. Just because you have an invincible super.
Yeah.
So you have a get off me. His level 3 mix is okay. Like it's not like both 17 and Bluku has really solid like level 3 mix. But the one thing separates the two is that the fact that he can do it in the air. Following that, he does his meter gain and sparking off Rekka is ridiculous. So I personally really, really believe that 17 is top of. Like he's not. Like I don't think again if you change how wall cling works maybe, but like everything else he has the tools. Like he's right there. He's right there to being viable.
I can see that.
So I think 17's top of B tier. Then
I
would
don't
be
know. I
Blue.
just think Bluku is a slightly better character, but at the same time, it's like
I think 17's neutral is also really really.
I think he has Rekka. I think that's what he has.
You think Rekka's is okay? Because I think here's the thing, right?
Like, does he have strong neutral or does he have Rekka?
See, I don't know. Like once he gets in, I think it's like Rekka and like, but like before that, like he's hitting key blast both like same as Boo, right? But his barrier, like the fact that you can cancel, plus you have a barrier assist that you can actually use in combos. Like dive kick assist is not that great. Like you get a hard knockdown, you get a solid knockdown, yeah. But past that, like you have a pseudo barrier assist, like 18. Right. You have to like progress yourself. And again, you have an invincible super. Like I saw like a level 3 thing altercation happen with Daniel and Axe Ice. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think he did level 3. Daniel did level 3. And then Axe mashed DHC with 17 into 17 so that he can not only save his Goku Black, but also put himself in a positive situation with Android 17. So I really think like those kinds of situations like define character. Again, if they change how some things about the character, I think 17 would be more
right.
But top would be.
I can I can see where you're coming from with top of B.
So, but I think everything else, like I'm starting to slowly think about looking at like the rest of the characters that like we've talked about. I think Hit's middle of the road for B. I think Gogeta's bottom would be like you. There is the one thing no one's gonna take that Gogeta's bottom of B tier. I don't care what anybody says. That character's not good. This season
You
it
don't think
sucks.
so?
Like I don't think so. Like I played him for a bit. I talked to a few people. He has some things like his assist is probably one of the best assists in the game. But like besides that, like what does he have? He you have an indicator when he does command grab.
Right.
You have an indicator for that. He is a big body. His DHC potential is amazing, but like again, there's a lot to the character. Like, and plus the thing that's ripping him apart is his frame data. If you literally make his 2L 6 frames or a frame faster, something.
I'm going back and forth on Tien and Goku Black right now.
Yeah, because I think right now Tien and Goku Black are like.
I think Goku Black is actually marginally better than Tien. I'm reversing my decision from earlier.
Because of the health thing.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's also Tien also can't open you up.
That's true.
Like they have the same problem, but I actually prefer Goku Black slightly.
Yeah, I agree with that. Cool.
Let's see. Any other? Okay, so let's go over it. Okay, so D tier. I don't know. I might even move Videl to bottom of C. I think Jiren is actually that bad.
Yeah, I think Jiren's doo-doo cakes, man. Pride Troopers are disrespected.
I think Krillin is better than Videl, though.
Agreed.
I think Nappa's better than Krillin. Is it Beerus next? Actually, I think Beerus is better than... I think Ginyu and Beerus are both better than Blue Vegeta. What do you think?
See that?
So I'm gonna shift that. Is Ginyu better than Android 16?
That's a you question.
He probably... Actually, is Beerus better than Android 16?
No. Actually, that's a really good question.
I actually think he might be very marginally better.
Are we saying 16's bottom 5?
No, he wouldn't be bottom 5. He'd be bottom 6.
Oh, bottom still is 16. He felt he was top 3. Bottom.
I'm gonna put Ginyu bottom of B.
Okay, I like that. So like it's Ginyu then Gogeta.
Put him there. Well, then we have Tien and Goku Black in the middle. Tien and Goku...
I think it goes Tien's the bottom half of that, and I think Tien's the top. I think Goku Black's the top half of that, and I think Tien, like you've convinced me.
I think Goku Black is better than Tien.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, get some food. Thank you for coming through, Yuzuru. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
Are
we missing anything?
I'm actually trying to think about where Frieza is.
Because Frieza, I don't know. I think Frieza.
Should we split up into A and A minus? Because I don't think Frieza's the same level as good as Super Saiyan Goku. Do you? Do they deserve to be in the same tier?
I think A and A minus is definitely rational. I think the cutoff comes. Oh my god, because I can't see the screen.
Just look at the stream.
Let me take a look. Let me see. Let me stream back. I had a research.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just shift down half the characters.
I think who else could we put together on this? I think bottom half is
What are you thinking?
So I'm thinking like so if we cut to AA minus because I don't think Piccolo and Frieza in the same tier makes sense because I think Piccolo, as crazy as how bad of a matchup is. I don't think Piccolo. I think Piccolo is a little bit better still.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is the hard part. I really think right now, because that's why I think like that's why like tier lists are very polarizing because they can change a lot of people's perspective on how they've been thinking about a game. We haven't did this right for this season. Let me pull up the stream. But I think everything else is like correct. I think our top cut are S tier, and our
I
bottom.
like S tier. The only thing I think is debatable is Super Saiyan or Base Vegeta. I could see honestly Bardock probably is 5th. I think if you swap Bardock and Base Vegeta, I think that's a little more accurate.
You think so?
Yeah. Bardock is still the king of this game, sort of. He's like the old king, while GT Goku is the future king. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Also,
like Old Testament, New Testament.
is Piccolo better than Base Coup? I'm not convinced.
I'm not either. Honestly, I don't think the character's that good. Piccolo's not that good this season. It sucks.
And is Piccolo better than Trunks?
As wild as that sounds.
I don't think he is. Yeah. Is he better than 18? I don't think
like here's the thing that's like saving this character is the fact that Universal Fuzzy is the easiest to do with Piccolo.
You're right.
And
But he's also dropped off the face of the earth as a character.
That's true.
I actually think Piccolo should be just above Fat Boo.
So would that be top of A, or would it be bottom?
Right below. He's still an A. I think he's an A tier character.
Right.
But I think he's better than Fat Boo, but he's worse than like Yamcha, SSJ, Vegeta.
I disagree with. Oh, I think he's better than Yamcha.
So you think he's better than Yam? That's okay. So you think he's better than Yam? I think Android 18 is worse than Cooler. That's actually really hard.
Because like Piccolo, like he's still very viable, but it's like one of those things where like you have to look at how. Okay, I just have the tier list up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, yeah, I think personally, I think Piccolo is a little bit better than SSJ Vegeta. I think he's right next to Cooler, where like they both have really like the one thing that keeps them is that they're big bodies, but both of them have really strong tools, like in neutral, and like Piccolo is very Hellzone is still a bitch to deal with. Still
One thing I'm considering though, I actually feel like SS Vegeta and Yamcha should both move up as a pair next to Trunks. I think those three characters are very similar.
See, this is where I still think Trunks is better than Vegeta.
I think Trunks is better than Vegeta. Okay, so he would go right there, and then Yamcha would go right after him. And I think 18's actually worse than Piccolo. Like, while Piccolo is not good right now, I think in the abstract.
Right.
So I would put. Do you think Fat Boo or 18's better?
I think Piccolo. I think Piccolo and 18 are on the same level. I don't think
If
because
you
like the
had to
way
pick one to be better.
I think Piccolo just edges out 18 because the fact that again like you in the corner universal fuzzy is a real thing with both the characters, but the problem that I have with 18, I don't know, I just don't like the way her neutrals play. I just don't like like with the way like Piccolo still has neutrals. They're not, but they're better than 18. You know, and the
Yeah.
fact that and the fact that like yes, you can have a barrier assist, and that's totally fine, right? But like the fact that like everybody gets scared over.
No, it definitely makes sense. Do you think we've given too much respect to Base Coup? Like, is Base Coup actually better than Trunks, Vegeta, and Yamcha? Like, should he be in front of them, or should he be in the middle of one of them, or should he be? I think he's actually better than Yamcha.
Because I think right now,
I think I'm gonna put Base Goku.
see, I think, yeah, this what I'm seeing right now makes like on my screen right now makes sense.
So what are you thinking, Flo?
I think
What's up?
no, yeah, I'm just saying it just makes sense to me. I think this TOS is good. I just feel like yeah, like the one thing that gets tricky is A tier because like all like what 20 like 15 characters or so are all viable.
I think I would move these three characters to A minus tier. How does that look?
All right, let me refresh the stream again. Let me just see because then I can look at it. We multitasking on this piece. Okay, let me see. All right, so I can use a 17. Yep. Perfect.
And I think I'm gonna move
Perfect.
because it's a little early. I'm gonna move Super Broly down to after. I think I'm gonna put him right above Gotenks instead.
I think he's a, yeah.
Actually, I think he's Vegito level.
I think so.
He's that style of character. You know what I mean?
Like I feel like there's a lot of potential to him because maybe you can be saying this now and then down the line, like you can be like, oh wait, this character still has a lot of. So there's definitely like he's one of those characters that are definitely room to. But I do like the tier list, dude. This is good.
I think Fat Boo's A minus, not A.
Yeah.
I think 18 makes that cut, but I don't think Fat Boo does. Not right now.
Do you think anybody? Okay, so
Okay, well, hold on. So, all right, do we like S tier?
S tier I like.
Okay. Do we like A tier?
Okay, let me just. I keep refreshing the stream because like I just like having the picture because like you updated it. So okay, so this is what it looks like now. Okay, A tier. Super Saiyan did it. Yes, I like it.
The only thing I can think of is that I think Base Coup should maybe be below. Is Base Vegeta or Base Goku a better character?
I think Base G is the better character because he has mix off level 3. You know, he has a lot of versatility in team. Like both characters have versatility, but like I feel like
Is Yamcha okay? Out of Trunks, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Yamcha, which is the best assist in your opinion?
Best assist, yeah. I was gonna say Yamcha, but I think it's Trump.
Is it Trunks? I think it's Vegeta.
You think it's Vegeta?
Yeah. I mean,
What?
that assist is still stupid good.
Bruh. Well, I get why. I do.
Like
But like,
Trunk. Okay, which is a better point character out of those three? Which is the best point character?
you're right. It's Vegeta. Okay, you win. You got that. I flipped you off. Fuck. I knew you were gonna. It's stressful.
Is Yamcha better than Trunks?
Oh.
I think Yamcha's a more absurd assist character.
But like in terms of being like a character, like anchor wise, I think Trunks gets the edge just a little bit. You know, because I'm thinking about it in sparking as well.
I think Base Coup is not as good
As Vegeta.
or Trunks. He's either better or worse than Yamcha, but he's definitely better than Cooler, I think.
I think he's better than Yamcha. I personally believe he's better than Yamcha. If we're going back to that assist argument, the fact that I can do this, and things, it has 2 hitboxes, and the fact that like, you know, he gets powered up as you lose more characters. So if Base Coup isn't an anchor situation, he has a level 2 that knocks down. He doesn't have to burn 2 bars. He doesn't have to burn 3 bars.
Is Hit better than Blue Goku?
I
think he is.
want to say yes.
Is 17 better than Blue Goku?
Yes.
Frieza?
Yes.
And the only other one that would be debatable is Zamasu.
Yes, because he has blades.
Zamasu's too high, isn't he?
I feel like Zamasu.
So what has Zamasu done?
I think Zamasu. Okay, in reality, I think Zamasu's next to Bluku.
Above or below?
I think he's above because of his assist. Alone, like I think you can, because you can still use Zamasu assist.
Okay.
Like when can you? Okay, realistically, because I'm looking at in game. Like when can you use dive kick in neutral?
Almost never.
Exactly. Like, I feel like, and plus the thing is, Zamasu has blades, like which is a pseudo hell zone.
So I feel like Janemba should be lower. I think Frieza's actually better than Janemba.
Yes.
Is 17 better than Janemba?
Yes, because this is the routes that Janemba has, and plus like he's a big body.
Is Hit better than Janemba?
No,
I
don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we've locked in the bottom 4 now. Is Frieza better than 17?
What do you think?
I think Frieza is slightly better.
I can see it. I'm gonna agree with that. Like, I'm not saying that just because I want to like hear what you were thinking about it.
Yeah, no. I definitely understand. Is Frieza better than Super Broly? At this exact moment in time, the answer is probably yes, right?
Yeah, but like Broly's like the one character that like you don't have enough info on.
I'm gonna put Super Broly above Janemba, but actually, I'm gonna put. Oh man, where
do we put?
Is Super Broly better than Vegito?
I think because I'm seeing it right next to 17.
Yeah,
I think that's the best spot for Broly.
Do you think Vegito's better than Super Broly?
Vegito or Vegeta?
Vegito.
Vegito. God damn it. Yes. Again, like versatility on teams and stuff like
Is
that.
Frieza or Vegito better?
Frieza. I think it's Frieza.
Gotenks or Frieza?
Oh my god! uh, Frieza. I'm like, just because I'm also thinking about his assists too.
I think 21 is better than Frieza.
Do you think 21's better than Frieza?
Okay, my region has like 18 21s. That character is better than Frieza.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. What do you think now?
Okay, let me refresh it now. Like, you were just interrogating me. He's like, go takes or Frieza. I'm like, ah!
I mean, that's the way it's got to be.
That was actually OD. Okay, I like it now. I do. I don't feel like there's any more, like, I think bottom half of A, like, you can't really debate now.
I think Fat Boy's the most potential, followed by Cell, 21. The only thing I would consider shifting is whether or not Hit should be above Janemba. I think Hit and 17 are about on the same level, personally.
I can see that. But do you think Janemba's worse than Hit?
I actually think so, very slightly. Because that's the thing when you order it, right? It's like if I had to choose between fighting a Janemba or a Hit, I would rather fight a Janemba.
Yeah, because the Janemba, like, he has to do. Oh, what's up, Bondi?
What's good, Bondi?
Yeah, so I think Janemba, he isn't as scary this season.
I'm gonna put Hit above Janemba.
Yes, I think Janemba is a little bit. I think he's same level as Zamasu.
He's like a Zamasu type character. I'm like, oh, that character can be scary, but they usually aren't, right? Like,
right. I agree with that.
Is Cell? I think Cell's better than 21.
Facts.
I think 21's a very good character, but I think Cell still has. Well, they're sort of similar.
I think top 3 of A minus is perfect. Because, like, you can really, like, I think all, like, Cell and 21 are interchangeable.
Right.
Because they both have the same kind of tools. But the only difference is that, like, 21 has more command grabs.
I think I might move. No. I was thinking about moving Hit up one more spot.
Over 17. I agree with it. I could. Well, actually, still, I think also, too, you have to look at. I mean, his assist, too, is really good.
What do you think about moving Z Broly below 17? Or is he better? Is Z Broly in Hit? I think Z Broly is about Vegito level, and I think Vegito is slightly more proven.
You mean S Broly?
Yeah, S Broly.
Yeah. I think S Broly and Vegito are stuck. Yeah.
So, S Broly better or worse than Hit?
S Broly is definitely better than Hit.
Okay. This looks pretty reasonable to me.
Okay, let me check it one more time. Let me check this. It's like the final. It's like you draft this like a million times, like an essay you're bringing. You're submitting.
You gotta be sure.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You know what? I'm gonna put Ginyu above Tien.
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think Gogeta might be bottom of B tier, man.
No. Well, you think Gogeta's worse? No. Gogeta is a better character.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just capping. I'm just capping.
Now you're capping. That's capping.
Now I'm capping.
Is Beerus better than Tien?
No.
Are you sure?
I think Tien's assist is the only thing that saves him at this point.
I think I'm gonna swap them.
Dang, why?
I don't think it's
Do you
funny.
think
Like Goku Black is enough better because his like neutral kit does something. Tien's bad at his job of being an anchor.
that's true?
He's literally
But
bad at the one thing he's supposed to do.
yeah,
I'm gonna swap him.
Buff Tien 2020.
All right, okay. So that makes B tier Gogeta, Goku Black, Ginyu, Beerus.
Okay, and that
I
means
feel those are all characters that are like not quite good enough. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But they're all threats. Whereas C tier is like Tien, 16, all characters that just don't function, but like still have some scary things. And
And
D
then
tier is like does not work.
Jiren's just Jiren.
And then A minus tier is like characters who are like threats, but aren't as oppressive as the top tiers.
Correct.
A is all around solid / meta defining. And S
And then
tier is like actually meta defining.
I like it.
I think the only other thing that I would consider moving would be base Vegeta.
To where?
I kind of want to put him next to base Goku.
I'm gonna say no.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think the fact that he still has level 3 mix, I still think, he's more versatile than Super Saiyan Vegeta and Trunks.
It's true.
And plus, like, his assist is still, I think his assist is like a pseudo Trunks. And, like, he has a lot of, like, you can say, like, all these characters can work with the S tier characters, right? But the way I'm looking at base Vegeta rather, is that the fact that I can get level 3 mix, it's like a stronger level 3 mix, and like his damage output's pretty good, and I don't have to bar or like I don't know. I think base Vegeta is in a really good spot.
I think I'm gonna move Yamcha up one over base Ku though.
Okay, I could see it.
I think Yamcha sees enough play that he kind of earns it. I think Yamcha's better than Trunks, Flo.
Yeah, I think those three are kind of together. Like
they're
Vegeta.
kind of like a package, right?
Yeah, like you can't move them.
I think I would do Super Saiyan Vegeta then, because they're all fighting for the same role of anchor assist.
Truth.
I think Vegeta's the best at that job, then Yamcha, then Trunks.
Truth. I like that.
And then I think base Ku is right after that, those three.
Yeah. And then you have Cooler, which I think basically is better than Cooler and Piccolo and 18.
I like that.
I do?
I do like that. And then I think Majin Buu topping A minus is where he should be.
Agreed.
Because like he's a character who's like on the cusp, right?
Truth.
But he's just not quite there. Let me go ahead and change the colors here.
Yeah, there's not like much I'm like disagreeing with at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like everything is like relatively where it's supposed to be.
I think so. I think A minus is probably A minus, or where the assist trio is an A.
Right.
Are probably the most contentious things, because like I guess maybe like they should be next to SSJ Goku theoretically. But, like, I would then you'd I think have to put. Yeah, I think that would be the one thing you could mix around. I think A minus. Maybe we're overrating Gotenks, but Gotenks I think is still a good character, while 16 is not.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about that.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think this list is perfect. I think the way
right. Well, I think that is going to do it then. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this list. It's going to be immortalized. This will be put up on Twitter tomorrow.
Are you ready?
I'm always bracing for impact, FloKey. It's the only way to do it. But
I remember the first day we posted something, and like we both braced for impact. Was it? It was our combo breaker.
I think it was the predictions. Yeah.
Yeah, combo breaker predictions, and it didn't get much noise until ECT.
Yep.
And then ECT, we literally braced for impact.
We did. But
yeah,
I think that is going to do it. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining us through this tier list discussion right here. But,
actually, before we wrap up,
go ahead.
Any favorite memory? Because since the season's wrapping up as well, do you have any favorite memories from season 2?
I don't know. I think for me, season 2, the highlight was definitely making it out of pools at CEO for the Tenkaichi event. I think for me, that was definitely the highlight of my my year. So
yeah, I agree with that.
I was definitely thrilled for that one.
Yeah, plus you had the PRZ this year
there was a lot of really impactful moments for me.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy.
Yeah, I was really like stoked when you even brought up the idea. I think for me, Summit obviously was really big. I think too personally, Bum's birthday bash was kind of huge because it was the first tournament of the season. Also, I think me getting picked up by Rev, that was huge. Also, one set that I had that was really interesting. It was net play tournament. Shouts and I got a luck. It was me versus Kami 99. There has to be a vibe somewhere. I came back in the last set. It was like 3-2, 3-2 me.
Yep. With
Vegito.
Yeah.
That set is immortalized. And then obviously the set with me and Pump. There's a lot. We're going to miss you season 2. I'm going to fucking not miss GT Goku.
Well, we are going to have one more week of season 2 to enjoy and reminisce. But that is going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been JDiesel.
I have been FloKey.
And this has been Under the Radar. Peace out, guys.
Say goodbye!